How many of you are toppers in your class? Top 5? Okay, you guys won't like what I'm going to say. You can put your hands down. Everyone has seen it. So there is this. Any of you toppers? No. With great difficulty graduate. I can relate. We should have coffee after this. So I call this the topper mentality. And the toppers don't take it to heart, right? Hey, did you finish that assignment? No, I don't know how to do it. And then the faculty walks in and this fellow, sir, my assignment is here and it will have those fancy colors, the diagrams that you will not find anywhere in the library. They're like, hey, buddy, you said, no, I thought you were asking about next week's assignment. No, I haven't figured. And this story repeats on and off. How many of you can relate to it? Even the toppers can relate to it, right? No? Yeah. So I think you need to break away from that. It is a question of discussing with the other person and getting a perspective. The point that I'm trying to make is that if you have classmates, irrespective of what their grades are, they have some strength. And that strength could be qualitative, could be quantitative. Irrespective of whether their left brain is strong or the right brain is strong, doesn't matter. When you have a conversation with someone, irrespective of what that person's grade is, if they've made it to third year of engineering, they have something in there. And get that something out of it, out of that person, and broaden yourself, right? So, message to the toppers. So, break away from the topper mentality. Industry doesn't want someone who holds information. Industry would want someone who spreads information and disseminator of information, right? Second thing is, some of them electronics engineers, some of them mechanical engineers. I don't know. I'm guessing that's a blend out here, right? Civil engineer. Hey, you learn how to construct bridges, and you learn fluid mechanics, and you learn, VLSI design. And then Infosys comes. You write Shakuntala Devi's books. You will get hold of. Somehow, crack and I feel confident. Somehow get in through and you feel excited, elated. Oh, one of the best companies in India, most admiring companies, you feel great about it. Why the heck did you do fluid mechanics then? So my point is, if you really like structural engineering or fluid mechanics or aeronautics, automobile, whatever be the subject, if you really have a passion for it, drive that passion, go after it. I feel sad while saying this because I did industrial engineering, and I have this question in front of me, and that's the reason why I'm asking this question. Why the heck did I do industrial engineering? How many industrial production engineers in this room? Thankfully, good. No one will ask questions related to subject afterwards, right? So my point is, if you are passionate about design, go after design. And think about, how do I differentiate myself in the industry when somebody is looking at my resume? How do I differentiate myself? Okay. Third thing is, how deep can you go in a particular area? Because, if you are an also ran in the job market, you're not going to get any due. Nobody is going to look at you. Especially if you're not, if you're not from the NITs, you're not from the premier government engineering colleges, some of the PESIT or BMS, you have less chances of getting recognized at the resume level when you are an entry-level person. So you need to have something compelling to say when you go in front of a recruitment person, right? So when you pick your final year project, don't just think, oh, the topper's taken a topic, maybe I should tag along with that person. Need not be right always. Textbooks are the only time when I went into the library was when Wipro was coming to campus for campus placement. I spent about a week, and that's the only time that I spent time at the library in my engineering days. But these days you don't need to go to the library, right? So you just use your textbook as a base and try to use the internet and options available out there to augment your knowledge outside of the textbook. Important again, when I go for campus interviews, some of the questions that I ask, partly because I'm not very deep in my subjects, but that's the best kept secret in this room. What is engineering? Anyone? Simple question. Third year, final year engineering, I'll ask what is engineering. Now, I'm not expecting a textbook definition. Can you articulate what you have learned in simple words? Do you have one? Can you make sense out of what you are doing? S1, S2, S3, you write exam after exam. What does it all look together for you? Can you put that in words? That is what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting a bookish definition at that point in time. So the point is, you should be able to bring together what you are learning and be in a position to articulate. If your English skills are weak, you might get through as a fresher because a lot of times you might be selected based on aptitude exams. But as you go up in your hierarchy, your ability to articulate what is in your head becomes important. And the reason why I'm saying that is, in a couple of years, you tend to become customer facing, right? You start interacting with people in different nations. So can you, identify forums where you can actually go and enhance your communication skills? Can you make a conscious effort to dress up better? Can you be seen as someone who is a leader, right? Can you actually improve your ability to work in a team? Because as I said earlier, it's not about individual brilliance, especially at entry levels that people are looking for. If you have a background, you've been part of the college cricket team or football team, the other person tends to say, okay, this person has played together to win. If you look at Dell, internally, we say play to win. If I play team sports or any sport for that matter, I'm playing every time to win. So that, that intensity to go after success is innate in me, right? So can you look at aspects around your campus where you can actually, associate yourself, which you can tell in an interview forum?